Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is a lifestyle channel and we talk about healthy living, good food, relationship matters and lifestyle in general. Today I want to talk about signs to know you're dating a narcissist. And this is not just relationship, we're talking marriage. If your spouse is a narcissist, what are the signs to look out for? So first of all, who is a narcissist? A narcissist is a person with narcissistic personality disorder. It's a mental disorder actually. Narcissistic personality disorder. So such person has a lot of negative characteristics such as feeling so entitled, the person lacks empathy, the person has a very bloated sense of entitlement, the person feels so important, has a flated sense of importance. So these are some of the characteristics of a narcissist. And I'm going to list different things or different attitudes or characters to look out for in your relationship to know if your spouse is a narcissist. So how to know you're dating a narcissist? One, a narcissist is charming at first. Oh my god. If you're dating a narcissist, when the relationship is starting, oh, he's going to go all out in the relationship at first. In fact, to look as if he's bombarding you with love. The love will be too much at first, and sometimes it's not normally healthy. You find yourself asking, is this a lot too soon? Why is he doing this? It's so soon for this kind of thing. When the relationship is starting, he goes all the way out. He love bombs you. You won't even know the next thing he's going to do because he'll be so out, and he's going to tell you how special you are because to him he feels the person he's dating has to be very special. So he's going to go out of his way to tell you how special you are, and if you do something disappointing, he's going to just he's going to freak out. He's going to throw you under the bus, yeah, because he feels you should be special. You should, get to a certain level before he can date someone like you. He has a very huge sense of ego, very huge ego. So you feel it's not too much at first, If you feel that way, you keep on asking your questions, then probably it is. And no, it's not general, but this is one of the signs to look out for when you're in a relationship. It's one of the characteristics of a narcissist. And no, not everybody that goes all the way is a narcissist, but a narcissist will definitely have this attitude. So for two, a narcissist is self-indulged. Yeah, he's always talking about himself every time there is a discussion, every time there is any kind of communication between him and any other person. He's always talking about himself, how accomplished he is, how well to do he is. He talks about how handsome he is. In fact, the narcissist is the kind of person that will stand in front of the mirror just to admire his look, you know, looking at how awesome, how handsome he is. He wants to talk about himself every time without giving you the opportunity to also talk about yourself and your accomplishments. In fact, when you talk about your own accomplishment, it bores him, it bores the hell out of him. He doesn't want to hear it. And even when you succeed in saying it, you will see it in his attitude that no, he's not interested. He's actually not interested in whatever you have to say about your accomplishments or about yourself. And narcissist wants to talk about himself every time. That is what he does. That is another sign to look out for. He's not interested in whatever you have to say about yourself. It must always be about him. That is another example of the traits of a narcissist. So for three, narcissists, they love compliments. They feed off your compliments. They love compliments a lot. So if you're dating a narcissist or you're with a narcissist, you're going to be his or her hype man. You must hype him, always tell him how accomplished he is, how handsome he is, because if your compliments that actually fit his ego, sometimes it comes out off as someone with self-confidence, but no, that is not self-confidence. He wants you to praise him. That is what makes him, he inflates his ego. He wants your praise, he wants your compliment every time. Because your praise supplies his self-worth. So yes, he always wants you to praise him because that is what actually boosts his confidence. that is a narcissistic person. So if you're in a relationship and every time your spouse wants you to praise, it's not bad to praise your partner, to compliment your partner. But when it gets too much, even if you feel it, when it gets too much, then probably you're dating a narcissistic person. Number 4, they lack empathy. A narcissist doesn't have the skills to be able to empathize with somebody else. No, 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 no. He lacks empathy. He doesn't know how to put himself in your shoes to find out how you feel. So even when you're telling him you're feeling bad, you're trying to let him know your concerns, he's not interested because he won't show concern. If you're with a narcissist, you complain, oh, I'm feeling down. Even when it's health related, he doesn't care. He still wants you to do what you're supposed to do because he can't just he can't put himself in your shoes to know how you're feeling. He doesn't feel the pains of others. Yes, he doesn't feel anybody's pain. It's just about him. It's just about him every time. So just ask yourself when you're down, what is your partner's reaction? How does he treat people that he doesn't want anything from? How does he treat the gatesman, the unskilled workers around him? He can't show sympathy. So when you ask yourself those questions and you answer it yourself and you find out if you're actually dating a narcissist or not. A narcissist does not show empathy. He lacks the skill to show empathy. So ask yourself, does he get bored when I'm talking about my concerns, when I'm talking about my worries? If the answer is yes, then probably you're dating a narcissist and it doesn't end well. Number 5, they don't have long-term friends. A narcissist doesn't have long-term friends. They could have casual friends or acquaintances, but not long-term friends. Because of the way they treat people, because of the way they relate with people, because they always look down on other people, it's difficult for them to maintain friends that have been with them for a long time. So check your partner. Who are his friends? Are they just casual friends or colleagues? Or someone that they've known in a very long time? Because a narcissist will never have such a friend, like way back. It's not possible. A narcissist doesn't treat people well, and people don't like associating themselves for too long with people that keep on bringing them down. So a narcissist does not keep friends, long-term friends. It's not even possible. A narcissist doesn't also want you to have friends. A narcissist will make you feel guilty when you want to visit your friends. He will go all the way out. He will guilt trip you when you want to see your friends. He doesn't want you to have friends, and he himself doesn't have friends. That is a narcissist. So ask yourself these questions. Who are his friends? And how does it treat you when you want to relate with other people? Who are your friends? Then you know if you're actually dating a narcissist or not. Number 6, they always pick on you. Yes, a narcissist will always pick on you, especially in front of other people. He doesn't have any respect for you. He's ready to abuse you, to bring you down in front of people. There are times that you and your partner could have a misunderstanding, and then the partner decides to wait. See, when both of you are alone, in your low time, you try to figure it out. That is not a narcissist. A narcissist will put you down, right? Whether it's your fault or not, he will put you down, he will demean you, he will abuse you, he will say mean things to you in front of others. That is who a narcissist is, and it doesn't always end well. So ask yourself, how does your partner treat you in public? How does he talk to you in bed? A narcissist can actually beat you or slap you or something like that, physically abuse you in public. He doesn't care how you feel. He always wants to put you down. That can make you lose your self-esteem because of the way he treats you. So ask yourself, how does my partner treat me? How does he treat me in public? If he's being abusive, then probably you're dating a narcissist. So for number 7, they gaslight you. Is a form of mental abuse, manipulative lifestyle. He distorts reality. It makes that he twists issues. Making it look like the truth is a lie and the lie is the truth. Yeah. It distorts reality. So it makes you so sensitive when you're with a narcissistic partner like that. It makes you so sensitive when he's gaslighting you. You start blaming yourself for things that are obviously not your fault. And when he, is in the wrong, you make excuses for him because he has he's mentally abusing you to a point that you lack self-esteem. You feel everything that is going wrong in the relationship is your fault. I've actually been in this kind of situation before and it's not funny at all. It makes you feel that it is your fault. You blame yourself for something that is obviously not your fault. You become so sensitive, you feel everything you're doing is wrong. Everything, even when you're trying to do good, when you're trying to do right, you just feel everything you're doing is wrong because this is a form of mental abuse, very manipulative. It's just twisting your brain and it's working. So when you ask yourself these questions, when you're in a relationship, how does my partner behave when it comes to issues? Does it twist issues? Does it turn things? How are you feeling yourself? How is your self-esteem before you got into that relationship and right now that you're in the relationship? How is your self-esteem? Do you feel low? Do you feel so sensitive? Do you blame yourself for everything? If these answers are true, just know that you're dating a narcissistic person. You're dating a narcissist, and it's not funny. So for number 8, they never apologize. Just like I said previously, they never apologize. Instead, they will twist and turn and manipulate the whole situation. They will never say I'm sorry. They will never say I'm sorry. Instead of that, they will explain why they actually did what they did, and they find a way to blame you for doing what they did. They never apologize. A narcissist will never apologize when he is wrong. So ask yourself this question: how does my partner behave when he's wrong? Even when you know he's wrong, does he actually apologize? If the answer is no, then your partner is a narcissist. They don't define the relationship. This is one aspect I would love to talk about. When you're in a relationship, it has to be defined. You want to reap the benefits of being in a relationship. You sacrifice your emotions and everything for someone that is actually trying to look out. A narcissist doesn't want to define his relationship. He wants to reap the benefits of relationship without actually defining the relationship. If you're in that condition, please remove yourself from there because you're dating a narcissist. And for number 10, they panic when you decide to break up. Of course, when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you won't enjoy the relationship and you want to leave that situation. When you find out you're dating a narcissist, and if you try that, he panics and he tries to behave better. He tries to do good. He tries to, be a better version of himself. But once you indulge again, sorry for you, because he will go back to his natural self. A narcissist does not want you to be the one to break up. In fact, it's better for him to initiate the breakup than for you to initiate it. Once you try to, he will go all the way out to bring you back. And when you accept, he will return to his normal self. And this cycle keeps going. They are very manipulative. So try and identify that relationship. If you're with a narcissist, get yourself out of that situation because he's going to ruin you. In fact, your self-esteem is going to drop. Your self-confidence is going to drop. Be in a relationship that can actually build your self-esteem, not the one that lowers you at every given time. So that is all for it. I hope you learned and I hope you enjoyed this video. Evaluate your relationship. Are you with a narcissist? If you're with a narcissist, please get yourself out of that situation because it never ends well. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like my video and also don't forget to subscribe and invite your friends. Tell people about this channel, and I hope you enjoy the video. More videos to come.